Welcome to the Royal Aberdeen Children's Hospital. Where every year...
Option number one is chop it off.
More than 20,000 boys and girls from across the north of Scotland receive life-changing treatment.
Can you hear Mummy's voice, Cleda? Oh, wow!
From a dedicated medical team.
It's different from Hobie City and Casualty and what you actually see in the soaps.
Coming up, 2-year-old Andy Can tries to eat his first solid food.
His tummy is not used to anything apart from just milk.
Seriously ill Charlie is rushed to the emergency department.
He relies totally on the right side of his heart. And when he gets ill, he needs to be seen quick.
And horsing around, the hospital gets some surprise guests.
Whoever would imagine meeting a pony when you come to hospital?
This is the Children's Hospital. Since opening in 2004, the Royal Aberdeen Children's Hospital has cared for over 1 million children. Today, emergency medicine consultant Dr. Patton and his team are standing by to treat a patient who's been rushed in by ambulance.
Hello, Mum. Hiya, Charlie. I'm Gareth. Nice to meet you.
2.5-year-old Charlie has fallen ill with breathing problems, a high temperature and vomiting.
About a month ago, he had airway surgery. He's been able to eat, but everything he's eaten has come right back up again.
Okay.
Mum Sarah acted fast when she saw Charlie's condition deteriorate.
What's happened?
He's been vomiting, and this morning he had bigger than usual vomit.
Okay.
So I his temperature thinking, oh, when the bits in the factory, and it was at 39.6. So it's like, I'm just
No, fine. Delighted to see you. Oh, hiya, Jim. I'll go around the other side so you can still see Mum. Will we listen to his heart as well?
Since the airway operation, Mum Sarah's had to feed Charlie through a nasogastric tube. His vomiting may be connected to this.
Now, I'm going to have a little look in here at the front of your tummy, Jim.
But his low oxygen count and high temperature are Dr. Patton's immediate concerns.
Let's listen in here.
468.
Is that stuck in my ear?
So at 3 days old, he had his first open heart surgery. He has got hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is basically the left side of his heart didn't grow properly. He relies totally on the right side of his heart.
I know.
And when he gets ill, it's a case of phone somebody because he needs to be seen quick.
Let's have a listen. So, what's going on in there? There's a few noises at the bottom of both of the lungs. I'm going to get an X-ray to see if there's any signs of infection in there. It will just take it one step at a time. Hello.
Dr. Patton can compare Charlie's latest X-ray with previous images.
Much more changed in here. So it probably is a pneumonic process, potential aspiration. And if he's been vomiting lots with his NG. The obvious abnormality we could see was that he was much fuller and denser down in the bottom of his right lung. Okay, well, we'll go have a chat with Mum. He's certainly at risk of getting worse before he gets better, and I'd rather be ahead of the game. Yeah.
With the X-rays pointing towards pneumonia, Charlie's blood will need to be sampled to test for infection.
Now, where's good to get a needle?
It's really difficult. I think this bit is usually the best.
Okay. I'm sorry, chum. No! No! Where's your toes? Oh, phew! Oh, pewee! Where's your hand? Hand in. Ah.
Charlie's one that he will always smile. I mean, he'll wake up and just smile. The smile's always worth it.
Where's your hand going?
While Charlie's distracted, Dr. Patton attempts to draw blood.
Look at all the colours.
Ready? Steady. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yay, up left.
I'm sorry, Chum.
Well done.
The needle's gone, Chum.
Even before the test results come back, Charlie will be started on antibiotics.
Sharps are away. It's difficult to say how things are going to pan out with him. There is a risk that the inflammation in his lung and his oxygen requirement might increase, and he could end up needing high dependency if not transferred out to a specialist unit. So he's certainly one for watching at the moment to see how things develop.
Charlie will continue to be monitored overnight in the paediatric assessment unit. Among the thousands of children who undergo treatment at the hospital, some are so ill they require specialist care in the high dependency unit.
You're dancing.
Andy Can is the youngest of Josephine's 3 sons.
Can we pop that back on? We need it, thank you. You need some toys? I get you toys.
Andy Can has a rare genetic condition called Charge syndrome, which affects his heart, breathing, hearing and development. He's almost 2, but since birth has only spent a fortnight at home.
I'll show you the very first day we went outside. He couldn't open his eyes because he's never been outside. Lots of happy memories.
A very large team of specialists are involved in Andy Can's care and development.
What do we have?
Yes. We say hello, Emmeline. Shall we sing hello?
Music therapist Emmeline visits the hospital once a week.
Using a variety of different instruments to help Andy Can to communicate and have fun and make music together.
Smile, smile, smile to the rhythm of the music. Smile, smile, smile to the rhythm of the music.
We've maybe had sessions now for about 6 months on and off, yeah, but he really engages with music, yes.
It makes Andy Can calmer, it makes him happy, it makes him forget that, not just him, it makes me forget that we're in hospital for 2 seconds. Anything that will help Andy Can lead a better life, I'm always up for it.
Andy Can has major problems with his airway and lungs and uses a ventilator attached to his windpipe to breathe.
The ventilator gives him the opportunity to not lie in intensive care, intubated in a coma. It gives him the opportunity to be Andy Can, to be able to play, to be able to interact with the world around him. Emily left us singing.
Right, I will see you both hopefully next week. Bye-bye, Andy Can.
Bye-bye. My goal is to have him home, to feel he's my child. I want to see the normal thing that parents take for granted. I want him to feel what it's like to be family. Yes, you are.
It takes real dedication to treat and care for young patients.
Ready? Yeah.
Paediatric medicine is a highly specialised field. Babies to 16-year-olds come to the hospital for advanced treatment and care.
It's going to be the winner this time.
All the staff receive the best of training and need to keep their skills up to date throughout their careers.
Okay, so she's just going to get PM check breakfast and insulin, and then she's obs.
Amy qualified as a staff nurse only 4 weeks ago. and has been working on the infectious corridor of the medical ward ever since.
And he's getting one of those in Expire 2020.
It's different from obesity and casualty and what you actually see in the soaps. It's far different from that. Just pop that there, it's just the same again. It is hard work. I think people don't realise how hard it is.
Now I'm qualified, but obviously I'm still training. It's kind of like when you're learning to drive. You don't actually learn until you're behind the car wheel by yourself, sort of thing.
One of the first jobs of the day is getting the patients their medication.
1,000 milligrams modified release granules.
Yep.
Are you enjoying that toast track? No, we do have a couple of patients that have been on the ward for quite a long time. I've got your juice here. And it's nice to be able to build up a rapport. Oh, there you go. Okay. Well done.
I'm impressed.
That's really good. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Just like that.
Good lad.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. My boyfriend's granny, she was a sick kids nurse as well. I've told her a couple of things that we do nowadays, and she is shocked by the difference of what it was like for her when she first started. Some of the tasks we do now, doctors used to do. We are constantly learning.
Modern nursing may be more advanced, but there's still plenty of old-fashioned cleaning.
That's clean there. Whoa, that's a lot of toys. So with infectious, we always have to put it into a red bag first. And these bags dissolve in the laundry. The people down there, they're just touching the outside of this bag. They don't actually have to touch anything that's inside, it could be contaminated. I don't think I would actually enjoy doing like a 9 to 5 job, I think. For me, like nursing is just, you feel like you're actually making a bit of a difference.
Josephine's taking Andy Can to the sensory room for a meal.
What have we here? Okay, there's something to eat.
He gets a bolus feed, which means formula milk is pumped by syringe through a tube directly into his stomach.
His tummy is not used to anything apart from just milk. Feeding is very important because if he has too much in his tummy, it affects his heart. If he has too little, it affects him being strong enough to move around.
With Andy Can growing, Josephine is keen to get him started on solids, and it's down to dietitian Tracy and speech and language therapist Marie to come up with a plan.
With Andy Can, he's been tube fed for so long, we start developmentally right at the beginning of the weaning process, okay? So we'll be starting on smooth purees, building that up. It's going to take a while, to get him used to different flavours. There might be flavours that he doesn't like. And slowly but surely building up the volumes. Once he builds up the volumes of that, moving through the textures, just as a typical child would with the weaning process.
Hello! Family hug. Hello.
How are you? You good?
Cozy with your hat.
Thank you. Keeping my head warm.
How is this wee man?
It's fine.
Hi! Hi! Oh, I'm getting smiles today, am I? Yeah. So we have a plan.
Okay.
Dropping some of those boluses through the day.
Okay.
And having some oral food.
Oh, amazing.
Yay! You can get Mummy's custard! We're doing it slowly but surely.
High five.
Oh, look, when we get smiles from Mummy.
Fist bump.
Whoa. Thank you, Josephine.
If Andy Can cope with solid food, then it's another small step towards getting him home.
It's African custard, and when you mix it, it turns yellow. Magical. It gives me some form of control as a mom. It makes me feel it's just some kind of normality. And that's breakfast ready.
Good morning,
How are you? All right, thank you.
What, we're having custard?
Mm-hmm. you hungry? You want to eat? Yes. Food. Food. Oh, no. Shall we try it? Mmm. Oh, I think it's yummy. Your turn. Your turn. Good boy. There we go. Is that nice? No? Good boy. You love that, don't you? No? It makes me really happy. It makes me feel like a mom, like a proper mom, feeding my child in the morning.
Good morning, Sick Children's E&E.
In the emergency department, 10-year-old Lauren is waiting to be seen following a mishap at home.
My dad was brushing my hair in the morning to go to school and my dad knocked my earring out and we tried to get it back in and but something was stopping Dad from putting it back in. Then Dad had to call Mum and Mum said to try and take it out and then Dad couldn't take it out so we had to come here.
Dad's hairstyling efforts have left Lauren with an earring stuck deep within her left earlobe.
Right, Lauren, so my name's Nicola and this is Nikki, so it's really easy to remember. When you work in ED, you have many kids that'll come in with things inside their ear, up their nose. It's a very common thing to happen. We need to get these earrings out your ear.
Yes.
The fear that we've got is that it would get infected, so it would really have to come out. So we're going to use some cold spray, and then I've got some little forceps just to hold them, and then we'll just take it out. It can be quite sore and painful, and obviously the anxieties are probably worse than the pain. And these things are not sharp or anything, they've just got little bits to help me. And this is freezing. I'll spray it on your hand so you know how cold it is. Put your hand around that way.
That's freezing.
It is freezing, isn't it? So that'll help numb this bit, okay? You okay like that?
Yeah, I think so.
They're just tiny, aren't they? There we go. That's one. That was easy peasy, was it?
Yeah.
Right, and then let me see this other side. This one's not quite as easy because we don't have the front bit, but that's it out as well. Right, there we go. You should hopefully be able to keep them like that. Okie dokie.
Yep.
And that is you free to go.
Thank you.
Well, Lauren was really brave, so she's happy. Her earrings are out now.
Yeah.
It's Daddy's fault. He's not brushing my hair again.
Thank you very much.
No bother.
Sarah and her son Charlie have spent the night in the paediatric assessment unit. It's been confirmed he has pneumonia, but antibiotics already seem to be doing the trick.
Hi, morning. Are you okay? Hi. Hi, Charlie. How are you?
But it's not all good news.
Overnight, he was having more problems with vomiting. Is that right?
They decided to continuously feed him just to try and rehydrate him, and then come like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, he started vomiting.
Oh, right. Does he seem any brighter to you in himself, in general?
A bit more grumpier and tired, but I think that was because he was up most of the night.
Yeah. So I think we'll get a speech and language therapy colleagues to come down and assess his swallow and see if there is any issue with that. And it'll be, yeah. You're a charmer, aren't you? It's very tiring. Being so charming, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so we'll leave you alone.
So everything with his chest is okay. We just need to sort out his NG feeding because there's something there that he's not liking.
Over the next 2 days, Charlie continues to improve, and a change to his nasogastric feed has stopped him vomiting. Now, speech and language therapists Lorna and Marie need to check if he can return to eating normally.
We're going to have something to eat. We have something to eat. If he has an unsafe swallow, there would be the risk of him having further chest infections because food or fluids would be going down into his windpipe rather than down in through his esophagus and into his tummy.
Yay!
Now, let's see. There we go. Test.
I want to have a listen while you're eating.
Yum, yum, yum.
Is that nice?
Good job. Yeah. That was a nice, clear swallow.
With the assessment giving him the all clear, there's no stopping Charlie now.
Yogurt? Do you want a yogurt as well?
He'll just be more happy that he can eat something, drink something.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Charlie. Say thank you.
This is Charlie's first solid food in almost 2 months.
You like your food, don't you? Do you want some more crisps?
Yeah. Nice.
I'm really relieved because I don't want him to have like the NG tube the whole time. So to know that it's most likely going to be that's causing the vomiting. So there's nothing wrong with his stomach. So we could have like a normal Charlie home with nothing on your face.
Charlie will spend another few nights in hospital while he recovers from pneumonia.
Please.
A banana, yeah?
Let's hope they have enough food. Play specialist Heather is waiting for some special guests to arrive.
We've got a top secret visit coming today to spread a little bit of festive cheer and meet some of the long-term patients. So one is called Joy and one is called Macy.
Joy and Macy are therapy ponies, and this is their first visit to the Children's Hospital.
Just the therapeutic benefit that the animals have for the patients is fantastic. The attention can be focused off of the patient and onto something that's maybe a little bit more vulnerable than they are, so the patients can look after them.
They've got little shoes on.
Yes, she's lovely, isn't she?
A lot of these patients are long-term and they've been through a lot. You know, they've had lots of procedures and lots of treatments and lots of things done to them. But today, hopefully, this is a positive thing.
We're eating our hair.
I'm hoping this is the thing they'll remember, because whoever ever would imagine meeting a pony when you come to hospital?
Happy, 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 happy. And then birthday.
With a very special celebration imminent, play specialist Maureen has enrolled patient Olivia to help her prepare.
Okay, hopefully the stick's going to stay on. Ta-da! Look at the fantastic work you've done. That looks super duper in his ward.
Morning. Look at them. Where's your fist bump? Boom! He's ready for his party today? I'm ready for his party.
A huge team are involved in Andy Khan's care, and his second birthday gives them all a chance to celebrate.
Okay, what if we've got here? This is birthday present from everybody in the Children's Hospital. And we've got some other banners here, but this is the best banner. Homemade banner. Every child has a birthday, so whether they're at home or in hospital, then they would be having a wee celebration of some size. So it's really important in the hospital that everybody's involved with that.
He's very excited and he's got a cute little outfit all ready for later.
Yeah, I think all the hospital knows about it as well, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to look so cute.
Are you excited? Are you excited?
He's honestly a star in this hospital.
Yeah, you're going to let go though.
Yay!
Maureen's hoping the day goes with a bang.
Are we blowing these up or are we putting helium
Well,
in?
we are hoping to put helium in them, but
I don't think there's any
left, Maureen.
But she's already feeling slightly deflated.
it's normally puffed up by this time. I'll leave you guys to carry on, then I'll go and see if I can get helium. Come on, Natalie. Hello, I'm after a massive favour. Our helium stopped working and we've got a big birthday today in HDU. Would you be able to help us out by filling these two and this? Is that okay? They'll come. We've got a weight for that actually. We didn't bring that down. I've got plenty of weight. Okay. Magic, you're such a star. There's always a way. And here, you call upon your friends. Okay, come on then. Let's go. We managed.
The hospital team and Andy Khan's family are all working to enable him to live at home. But until a specially equipped house is available, they will all make the best of his second birthday in the hospital.
The nurses, the doctors, they're just like family. You come and you hug someone and you can talk about how you feel, so.
Josephine, good to see you. How are you doing?
That looks nice on him. For them to do this really, really means a lot to us. Yeah, he looks really smart, he's happy. Just looks like a 2-year-old, really.
Happy birthday, dear Andy Khan. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Look! It's a dinosaur cake. Wow!
Did you have fun? Yes? Yes? Yes, you did have fun.